Welcome back to my refresher reviews of the first chapter of the For Cybertron trilogy. Today, we're taking a look at Siege Episode 2. Picking up from where we left off in the last episode, Magnus, all dressed up in a cloak like Armada Scavenger or Dark of the Moon Megatron, surrenders to this Megatron. See, now this is what I was complaining about in the last episode. We see two not acid storms, followed by a third one thrown by Magnus. Or wait, okay, so the one on the left here is actually more of an orange, not green. But even so, I still think that they could have made some of these Seekers look a little more unique color-wise, don't you? As for Magnus, what is the point of the cloak here? He's not really hiding his identity. There's literally no one else in this show that looks like him. Which is saying a lot for how often they reuse the same character models. Although, then again, Starscream doesn't seem to recognize him. But maybe he's just stupid.
I'm stupid!
Magnus mentions how they fought at the Tarnhauser Gate. But he doesn't mention who they fought against. Was it against the Quintessons? As we see in the teasers for the upcoming Earthrise chapter, I think maybe so. I wonder if they'll talk more about their history with the Quints in that series. I want to say that Optimus Prime appointing Elita 1 as the new military commander is a bit nepotistic, because she's his girlfriend and stuff. But knowing her G1 counterpart from the cartoon, I think that she is actually the best choice. Even if it does seem like Prime is playing favorites. And honestly, Elita 1 in this series seems to be the only character who has a clue. So it actually does make sense. This was the episode where Jetfire really started to remind me of one of my other favorite Transformers, Dinobot.
A clean and decisive victory. It would be a victory without honor. At least we go with honor.
I wonder if they'll possibly meet in Kingdom. Assuming that they don't kill off Jetfire in Earthrise, and that they'll somehow find a way for the other Autobots who were left on Cybertron to get to Earth. That would be fun to see the two of them together, talking about honor and all that stuff. Optimus tells Elita 1 to gather everyone, but when we see everyone gathered, there's only 6 Autobots, not including Optimus and Elita. Man, they really are lacking some different character models. Seriously, they couldn't have at least put Moonracer or RC or Red Cog in here or something? When Elita asks Optimus if she's that obvious, it was a cute callback to the previous episode where Optimus asks Elita the same thing.
Am I that obvious?
Kind of. Am I that obvious?
Yes.
I really like this. Honestly, the fact that we get more of Elita and Optimus' relationship in this series than in any other is probably one of the best things about this show. Seriously, they are so cute together. This really makes me wish I could find that elusive Walmart exclusive figure of her so I can have the two of them on my shelf together. So, Megatron's plan is to find the AllSpark and use it to reformat the Autobots into Decepticons. Which, it's kind of coincidental that I was recently rewatching the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull movie in order to record it for one little clip in my upcoming review of the RescueBots Academy episode, The Tracker. Because in that movie, we learned that apparently the Russians' plan was... Oh wait, are they Soviets at this point?
Well, the way you're sinking your teeth into those Wobbyus, I should think maybe Eastern Ukraine.
Highest mugs.
Whatever. Apparently the bad lady's plan was to hopefully find some kind of way of telepathically brainwashing America, and presumably the rest of the world, into mindless slaves.
A mind weapon. A new frontier of psychic warfare. That was Stalin's dream. To peer across the world and know the enemy's secrets. To place our thoughts into the minds of your leaders. We will turn you into us. And the best part? You won't even know it's happening.
Which is kind of what Shockwave is proposing here. I don't know, kind of a weird coincidence. Maybe that's where the writers got the idea. Well, Magnus overhears the Decepticons' plan, which seems like a big security flaw if your prisoners can overhear your super secret plans so easily. And he radios the information to the Autobots. But thanks to some audio editing by Soundwave, the Decepticons set a trap for the Autobots. They fall for it, fight, they eventually retreat, and Elita tells Optimus, "I told you so." Tell me, why isn't she in charge of the Autobots? And somehow, Bumblebee manages to steal the Energon during the battle. I do wish that there was at least a short shot of Bumblebee sneaking in and out without anybody noticing him. I mean, how did he even just so happen to be in the same place at the same time? Well, this was an okay episode. Again, it doesn't feel like they did a whole lot. Ultra Magnus is arrested, and we are shown what Megatron's new plan to win the war is. But other than that, nothing much really happens. It's a lot of talking, followed by a mediocre fight scene, and then a little bit more talking. Basically the standard for this series. Honestly, I'm starting to wish that these were 11-minute episodes, like Cyberverse and RescueBots Academy. At least then they'd have to cut out half of this stuff, and we'd have a much more succinct story. But what about you? What did you think of the second episode of the War for Cybertron trilogy? Let me know down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you back here soon for the third episode of Transformers War for Cybertron Siege.